Welcome to Connections Count, where everything between work, life, and everything in between is discussed on connections with the community. I'm Melody Beach, your host, and I'm here with Amanda Lee. And I know Mandy because Mandy actually works for an insurance company, an agency, and we're going to talk a little bit about that and the connection that you have with the community and how you can support them or businesses. But also, I know you from a different perspective outside of the professional arena, and that's because we like to do some variety of activities, and one of them is golf. How have you been, Mandy?
I've been really, really good. Thank you.
You look great. I'm so glad that you were able to come with here today and be with me. Just kicked off the Connections Count podcast for the first inaugural season after having the radio show out in Worcester pre-pandemic. So thank you for being our second guest.
Yes. No, thank you for having me.
So talk to me about insurance. What's going on in the insurance world?
So much going on in the fun world of insurance. What I always see is a lot of policies that are just written incorrectly. There are a lot of, sketchy agents out there that just want to make a sale. Maybe they don't know, exactly the rules, or they are just listening to their client say, I want the cheapest price, and that's what you're going to get. But then, when your client calls you, you want to be able to tell them that it's covered. So sometimes you have to, pay a little bit more for that peace of mind. So I love educating my clients from their business policies, whether it's a restaurant or a construction, all the way down to their auto policies, which is something that a lot of people can relate to because, we drive all the time and we pay a lot of money for our auto insurance. So it's important to make sure that you're getting
I fully agree with you.
What you are supposed to get out of that money that you pay.
Somebody have an agent like yourself that's informing you of things, even if it is going to cost more money.
Yeah, I'm a consumer too. I get it. I pay the money, So, but I also have good coverage. So if something ever happens, there's people that don't have good coverage out there. And you end up paying out of pocket when it's not even your fault. So super important to educate people.
Yes, because then if you don't have the information, you really can't make the right decisions perhaps for yourself. So I love that. Do you do workshops at your agency where you actually have clients maybe come in and learn about maybe changes in law or things of that nature?
Yeah, with our businesses, we do a lot of industry analysis. So we can set them up with, we can look at their business in comparison with other businesses in their same industry and what coverage limits they have, what losses they experience, things like that to help them be more aware to prevent those and then, resolve them if they do happen to happen, because losses do happen.
So how else... First of all, I know you're a new homeowner, right?
Yes.
So obviously,
still can't believe we were able to get a home in this crazy market because it was a long, grueling process. But yep, we're in Brinfield, Massachusetts. Beautiful old home, all renovated. It's got the creek and, lots of land for the kids and the animals to play.
So beautiful connection, I'm sure, with your community there. And again, insurance for the home is extremely important as well, just like your car and other aspects of your life. And again, it goes back to educating your homeowner on the do's and don'ts and what should be covered and what isn't covered, so that you know if you need to take out higher or additional types of insurance. So that's great. So talk about what's going on for golf. Any golfing or any activities that you've...
Because it's been, it's winter time. Today is a gorgeous day to probably go outside and hit some balls, right? But I'll have to tell you, I'll have to dust mine off for Sunday. But I look forward to doing some virtual golf with you ladies. And it's been a while. That way we can really show ourselves.
Yes. We love doing those Sunday get-togethers, not only for golfing and brushing up, but also the different courses for the simulators, also having a few little cocktails and networking with folks. So it'll be a great way to get together. I absolutely agree. So I can't wait for you to be able to come back in and be with me face to face so that we can do a podcast even further. What are your plans? Any changes in the insurance arena that you'd like the consumer to know about now?
Inflation is super huge. So, when it comes to your home, you want to make sure that you are making sure that it's accurately insured to value. If by chance, the house burns down, you want to be able to make sure that it's going to be replaced at the full price, and it's just important to make sure that you're getting all the discounts that are available to you. A lot of new companies have apps on their phone that track your driving. I'm an insurance agent, but I have a lead foot. I've been in accidents that were my fault, so I get it. So it's just super important to have the education, like you said, and the coverage for those situations. So people, like, it's just so important just to have the right amount of coverage, because even if you have the state minimum, it's nothing. It's really nothing. And you're paying $100 a month for nothing, and you're hurt, you're out of work. It could be a lot worse. So
what do you think about those trackers that actually monitor your driving?
So at first, it's like Big Brother, but at the same time, it really showed me that I accelerate super fast. I brake really fast. So it makes you, especially for young drivers, I think it would make them more mindful, because, some companies will say, okay, we're going to track you, and then we will increase your rate or decrease it based off of what they find. So that can be an eye opener for a lot of people who, it definitely was for me. Like, okay, I'm not going to accelerate so fast. Like, I don't need to. It's not a race.
You made me think of it a little differently now, just having this conversation with you, because if you don't know you're actually doing it, you're not aware, right? And then all of a sudden you get an insurance change, right? For an accident or something like that. Wouldn't you want to have a heads up so you could change that habit? And having that little device in your car gives you that heads up.
It
gives
does,
you an
yeah.
opportunity to change
So
those.
important too for parents. I mean, I would want to be able to track my daughter and see where she's at and how fast she's driving, so technology is definitely there for that, and it can be helpful if you are a safe driver. And if you're not a safe driver, it'll probably make you be more safer. I know it has for me.
Well, talk about drivers. You're going to have one soon, right? On the road?
Yeah, she's reminding me, she's going to be 16 in December. So next year we'll be
They grow fast,
teaching her how to drive. I think she'll be okay.
They grow fast.
I've seen her drive go-karts and stuff, so it's promising. It's when they don't have any hand-eye coordination that you really worry.
If they can do that, then they can do it. Does she play video games too?
She does, video games, cell phone, all that. So softball. So yeah, she's pretty good.
She'll be fine then. She'll be great. And with a parent like yourself and your partner, it'll be great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being with me today and giving the consumers some education on insurance and things to really think about, right? I look forward to seeing you on Sunday.
Yeah, I will see you on Sunday. And if anyone has any questions, they can reach out to me. My number is 508-471-1146, or my email is alb@imaagency.com.
Wonderful. So there you go. If you want some hands-on insurance, please reach out to Amanda and Mandy, and she'll be more than glad to help you.